In this video, I want to talk about chapters 31 and 32 as one idea. Here we learn about how businesses operate with typical government agencies such as the EEOC and OSHA. The first few slides in your PowerPoint are a general review of workers' compensation, but your textbook will provide more information, more specific information for you. But I do want to point out a common misunderstanding in this area. Workers' compensation is an insurance program. Many people think it's some type of government benefit or welfare-based benefit, and it's not at all. It is a state requirement in which all employers of a certain size must participate. These employers pay into or purchase insurance coverage for their industry in work-related injuries. Think of it like driving a car. If you drive on Washington state highways, or if you have a car, you must purchase insurance for you and others. In other words, not only for your own negligence, but for others' negligence too. Thus, on whichever party the fault falls, the damage or the loss is insured, at least to some extent, and the party then who is injured is compensated by such required insurance. Thus, in workers' compensation in a work-related accident, as the worker waives his right to sue the employer, the worker then participates in the workers' compensation insurance scheme by that state. The insurance provides a schedule of payment for damages for the work-related injury, or a lump sum for the work-related injury, depending upon the nature of that accident. Damages would include hospitalization costs, permanent loss of limb, or the use of one's body parts, and more. So please don't be misled by others who are ignorant of the nature here. This is an insurance scheme, an insurance plan. Next in our review, our OSHA discussion is found on page 5 in the PowerPoint, and it makes me think of a story in which I was involved as an attorney. My client at that time owned a feed mill in which a horrific accident happened. The individual worker lost his life, the gruesome details of which I'll set aside. However, pertinent is that the individual arrived to work early one morning and rather unexpectedly, and he decided to venture to the top of the mill, the loft, without others knowing of his presence. And in the loft there were pulleys and other spinning belts and flywheels. Another worker arrived and started up the milling process, thus engaging those spinning mechanisms. He did not know of the worker's presence. Unfortunately and ultimately, the first worker was caught in the machinery and died. Let's note that OSHA has no statutory right as an agent of the government to enter the premises without an invitation or just cause, such as here, a death or a fatal accident. And this goes back to your Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable government intrusion into your private affairs. The book mentions that in the beginning part, our Module 1 reading. Thus, OSHA arrived and began to assess the damage. Indeed, the organization, OSHA, concluded that the individual's life could have been saved had there been a simple cage surrounding these open and unprotected flywheels. In other words, a simple screen would have prevented him from the crushing injury. So from the term of cost, which was OSHA's perspective as well, a $10 or $20 screen would have saved an individual's life. In this case, OSHA didn't come down hard. It doesn't really generally come down too hard, but it does immediately begin to assess fines and orders for the parties to start safeguarding their sites. Indeed, in this case, workers' compensation, both parties realized, would cover the surviving family's economic losses. So we worked with OSHA and the OSHA engineers and the agency representatives, and they agreed to lower the fine or the penalties because OSHA is required by law to negotiate with the owners who are liable. But it was because the parties were understanding that my client was not wealthy. The OSHA representatives understood the mill was vital to the community, and the accident was not typical. OSHA began to understand more and more, and we responded to their charges. And ultimately, we received a minor penalty, a minor fine, and we're quite happy with a settlement. While OSHA may sometimes receive bad publicity, OSHA is itself remarkable. The safety laws are good influences in the workplace. And OSHA does penalize businesses, but it's when the businesses fail to provide safe standards or healthy standards for its employees. And by the way, if your company is involved in an OSHA case, I highly recommend hiring an attorney to assist with the process. It's really not something in the legal area that you should do by yourself or represent yourself on.